Mbendi vana vitu umane, tumeamka salama, ila leo nimejisi angaa niongee siasa kidogo. Ingawa mimi ni kati ya wale ambao tunaamini kwa ile siasa ambayo hatupendi kuweka yani ubinafsi. Tunaamini siasa ni mchezo mchafu na wengi wanaamini kwenye uongo, propaganda. People like spreading propagandas, and that is what is been so fast, and most people believes in propaganda. But the way I have been following politics and trying to analyze it on my personal level, there are one or two things I've learned in politics. One, I agree that there is no permanent friends and permanent enemies in politics. It's a dirty game. It comes and goes, and the people like playing it, more so the Kenyans. Let me look at the scenario we are having in Kenya currently about the nature of the politics people are playing today. So far, we have the Kenya Kwanza coalition and we have the Azimio coalition. Those are the main opponents in 2022 election. Forget about these rumors that, or what the IBC have already declared about, I don't know, 50-something presidential candidates, among them being 40-something or 50-something independent presidential candidates. Well, it's their democratic right to come out, express their views, give us their manifestos, tell us what they have for Kenya or what do they think about Kenya. Everybody has a right, even me too, I can go and register to become a president in Kenya. But there's one thing we want to learn today. The marriage between Uhuru and Raila wasn't genuine from the word go. The marriage, that handshake that you saw Uhuru and Raila engaging in, it wasn't genuine. And I have to agree with one of my friends who had to say this about that handshake. You know, politics of betrayal is dominant in Kenya. This issue of use and dump is there. Started with the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. The father of Uhuru Kenyatta used Jaramogi Oginga Odinga and dumped him at the end of the day. Kibaki applied the same. Moi did the same thing to Saitoti. Uhuru is doing the same thing to William Samoei Ruto. Ruto wasn't my favorite presidential candidate. It was my wish as NASA family, Raila, to support one of the principal. Most likely, I was from Davadi. Not because he's from my community, but I saw him as a leader who is sober and able to change that country. Let me go back to what I've just said about the handshake. You know, Uhuru sat down and he came up with a scheme how to betray his deputy president. That's William Samoei Ruto. And in his calculation, he realized that all the potential presidential candidates, the only person who could counter William Samoei Ruto was Raila Amolo Odinga. And they agreed. They came out openly. They shook hands to show Kenya that they want to bring unity in the country, which wasn't the real deal. The real deal was Uhuru to betray his running mate. That was the real deal. Raila accepted the deal, reason being he wanted to pay back because he wanted Ruto to support him in 2013 and 2017, of which it never happened. So Raila entered into a handshake as a revenge mission, to revenge that Ruto had the potential to support him and could make Raila to become the president, but Ruto rejected and made the Uhuru the president. So Raila felt like it was high time to pay back. Well, it happened. Now, the next scheme was they wanted to make sure that we go back to 2007 incident that brought us 41 against 1. All other community, they ganged against the Kikuyus. So this thing was also coming. They wanted all Kenyans to come together and turn against the Kalenjin. How? Somebody will ask me how. Let me now tell you this. Do you know why they brought BBI? And why they were in? There were a lot of meetings being chaired by the president himself, calling the former NASA principals, that is being Wetangula, Mudavadi, and Kalonzo. Then they brought in Gideon Moi, persuading them to support the candidature of Raila Amolo Odinga. Thank God to Mudavadi and Wetangula, they saw these things. And they are the only guys that realized that Kenya is bigger than an individual, because they didn't want us to go back to 2007. They realized that if indeed they could have joined the Azimio nonsense that we're seeing is happening right now, now Ruto could be standing alone at the moment. And their main objective that was to form a coalition that will turn to be 1 against, or 41 against 1. We could be now, right now as we are talking, we could be in that situation. Ruto could be standing alone, and other community could have ganged against Ruto in the name that is a thief. And that's why you saw Ruto when he had his NDC. He was very categorically when he stood and said, Mudavadi, you've saved me. You are a man. I owe you. Ruto saw it. You know, Ruto is a very smart politician. He saw these things and he was very much worried. So the coming in of Mudavadi and Wetangula saved that situation, of which most supporters of NASA by then, we had sunk in this issue of saying that Ruto is a thief. But right now things are changing now. Ruto has managed to move around Mount Kenya. In Mount Kenya, most of the Mount Kenya, those who were Jubilee supporters, they are behind William Samoei Ruto. Western region, which used to be Raila's bedroom, I can assure you, if it's not 3/4, then a half of Western people are now in Kenya Kwanza. Ruto has managed to go up to coast, another Raila's bedroom. He has divided them. Now, where there is a tug of war, it is in Nairobi, of which is also doing very well, according to the poll that came out recently, putting Raila ahead of Ruto, but Ruto has grown with a very nice percentages. That shows Ruto is growing, is heading somewhere. The point now remains in Ukambani. Raila is going to appoint Martha Karua as his running mate. And the Kenya Kwanza family, they are sitting on the fence, waiting for that outcome. If it happens, then they are inviting Kalonzo on their camp. Where are we heading? We are going back to what Uhuru and Raila wanted, 41 against 1. Raila will remain only one man standing. Now Kenyans, they'll be ganging against who? Raila. Perhaps Joho will be on his side. I'm not concerned who will be the president, because that one it does not concern me so much. I believe in one thing. I've been privileged to work in so many countries that have been in war, civil war. But what concerns me most is the stability of our politics in Kenya. That is what matters a lot. That's why I follow politics keenly. I've seen what politics can do when the country is not that stable, or when there's division, political. People are dividing on the racism or the religions, and sometimes even ideology can bring a lot of differences and can result into a big war, can divide a country. That's why you find, personally, I normally follow politics on that ground, because whether it's Raila or Ruto will be the president, I gain nothing, I lose nothing. But what matters a lot, it is the stability of our country. Now, there's Kenyans. Let's forget about now the politicians. I have a message for the Kenyans. Come 9th August this year, we are going to elect our leaders. Kenya is a God-fearing country. Kenyans are prayerful. I'll urge Kenyans one thing. Like personally, I've already made the decision, and my decision, you know, I consider God first. In my view, Kenya is in the safer hands if we can elect a Kenya Kwanza government. My personal view, I feel that way, and I'm a Christian. I believe that the right decision I've so far have made. So it is also upon you, because you are a Kenyan, you fear God, you know God. Go down, pray, ask God to guide you. If it's Azimio, that you'll feel that you are contented, well and good. But the most important thing, let's all of us stand and pray for our country. We don't want war, because Kenya is bigger than an individual. What we want is a Kenya that is peaceful, a Kenya that can accommodate all of us, a Kenya that we can do business freely, a Kenya that we can move, interact, socialize everywhere, in every corner of that country. That's the Kenya that we want. So the point is, all of us, we are Kenyans. Let's pray for our country. And may the best presidential candidate win. For us, we can talk. We can have ambition. We can have we can wish maybe for, but the final answer lies in the hands of God. And as Christians, I can assure you, God himself has the best candidate for us. Isn't just a matter of saying that, oh, because I'm in Kenya Kwanza, you are in Azimio, we bring in difference, we start arguing, throwing words. No, we know how to throw words, but the point is, Kenya is bigger than an individual. And let's hope for the best. Otherwise, Kenyans, we love Kenya, and let's love one another. Hii hustle lazima tuchape pamoja. Unajua, kinapoumana, ukitafuta kazi ukienda kwa ofisi ama kwa shirika fulani, huwa uulizi kwamba ati wewe ni Mjaluo nani. Ukikuta yule jamaa unamwambia bwana, kuna kitu hapa anaweza kula. So that's how this is the Kenya we want. Yeah? We have worked with so many communities in Kenya, and we relate so nice. They're friends. We connect each other. When they hear something somewhere, they give a call. Hey man, where are you? Kuna kitu hapa. So that's the Kenya we want. We want to live in a Kenya that we all love each other. We care for each other. And let's build Kenya together. May the best candidate win come 9th August of this year.